Last night, the Big House 11 wrapped up, a historic tournament series for the entirety of the Smash community. However, this year's iteration was 100% a melee-focused tournament, as the Big House usually is, but even more so this year. This is because, after lots of DQs from the top seeds, the Big House 11 wasn't even considered a major for Ultimate, being ranked as a national. This left the door open for many of the sharks just below the top 8 seeds to come up and take these top 8 spots for themselves. Today we'll be going over the top 8 of the Big House 11, going over their bracket paths and seeing how they did in top 8. Now let me just address a bit of the elephant in the venue, that being the fact that we have 2 Steves in top 8 today. I just want to say to everyone to please keep the discussion civil in the comments, and if you're really upset about Steve, then stick around toward the end of the video, because I'm going to be including a little something extra that I think we should all see. Just a reminder before we begin that if you want to support me monetarily, you can do so by using the links for my Patreon or channel memberships in the description below. With that out of the way, let's get started by taking a look at Losers 8, those sets being Doorstop versus Wrath and Loaf versus Shattuck. Let's start off with Loaf and Shattuck. Shattuck came into the event as the 8th seed, starting off the weekend by getting through both round 1 and round 2 pools, only dropping 1 game to Worry on the way into top 32. Once in top 32, Shattuck would actually lose his first set, losing to Icy Mist in a close game 5, dropping into losers. From here, he defeated Danny in another close Game 5 set, then moving on to defeat both Show and Suspect, both in Game 5s to make top 8 losers side after 4 consecutive Game 5s in a row. Loaf came into the event as the 21st seed, starting off the weekend by getting through Phase 1 and Phase 2 pools, dropping games to Sifir and Artis on the way into top 32. Once there, Loaf would lose their first set of top 32, just like Shattuck did, this time losing 3-1 to Wrath. Dropping into losers, Loaf first defeated Dufault 3-0 before going on to defeat Omega in a close Game 5 set, and tragically having to defeat their own brother Lucky 3-0 to make top 8 losers side to go up against Shattuck.
Little bits of extra damage on his final stock of Shattuck.
Forces that to jump out of the pin. Not going to find anything on the platform immediately. Shattuck, great cross up on landing there.
Gonna get the timing on the throw, force the get up, and it's a roll this time. Not the standard neutral get up that we saw before. Great adaptation from Shattuck. Not picking the second option, and it gives him the ability to find that back air to close out that game too. An immediate response. It seems whenever Loaf gets even an inch, Shattuck responds back with a mile, and at this point in the game, in the bracket, you don't have any more opportunities. Potential tournament stock here for Loaf.
Not much more.
God, yeah, coming down to the final moments here. I don't know what Loaf is going to do. Trying to find an opening on Shattuck, gets that forward air, but it's not the juicy one, and Shattuck gets that back air, almost closes out the game, needs one more. Loaf, this is your final chance, and you don't have it anymore. Shattuck takes out Loaf 3-0 in a pretty...
And in the end, Shattuck defeated Loaf 3-0, moving into losers quarters and eliminating Loaf at 7th place as the 21st seed. Now let's take a look at the other side of losers 8s, Wrath versus Doorstop. Doorstop came into the event as the 16th seed, starting off the weekend by getting through Phase 1 and Phase 2 pools, dropping games to OKS and in an amazing Game 5 set win over Naito Sharp to make top 32. Once there, Doorstop first defeated Show 3-0 before going up against and losing to Icy Mist 3-1 in winners quarters, dropping into losers. After this, Doorstop got one more win, a Game 5 set victory over Tarek to make top 8 losers side. Wrath came into the event as the 5th seed, starting off the weekend by getting through Phase 1 and Phase 2 pools, only dropping 1 game to Candle to make top 32. Once there, Wrath first defeated Loaf 3-1, but then went up in winners quarters and lost to Pocket, aka Onin, 3-1, dropping into losers. Once there, Wrath won just one more set, a 3-0 against Naito Sharp, to make top 8 losers side versus Doorstop.
Got the patience from Wrath, and you know Wrath will be comfortable sitting there, and Doorstop recognizes it, using that ability to hold turnaround on the boost kick to say, you know what, let me just get rid of this stock.
I love the setup that Doorstop mount. Cross up once again on this forward air that has been such a big option from Doorstop to keep it ambiguous. The down air out. Are you kidding me? Got caught staying on that platform there. You saw it, Doorstop able to go.
Here for you to find your hit. Sonic is so much better of a character when he's playing with the lead, but that lead effectively taken away here as we come down to even stocks.
Really good find on the down smash there too. Doorstop obviously letting it rip it. Gotta keep it moving. If you ain't moving, you're dying with both of these characters.
Oh, no
back
air. Oh, it's enough to KO. Doorstop finding the little sliver of light in the last game, up until that final exchange, was Wrath's game, right? Like, kind of got all the damage, got doorstop to an extremely high percent, and, I mean, forget about the last game. Let's talk about this one.
Forward tilt once again, hit the breakdance. Oh, right there, back air. Yeah, that kills so damn early, too. Are you kidding me? 86 at the hit of the Nair, and then 96 at the hit. Oh my gosh, these up airs are crazy. I don't really see Sonic use up air like this unless you're Wrath and forward smash. I see every Sonic use that one, and it works out oh so well.
Man, hey, yeah, things are slowing down a little bit because Wrath's like, okay, like, I don't have to run. Oh my god.
Off my stage, get away from me.
Bro.
From the middle of the blast zone.
Out from Doorstop, but Doorstop wants Wrath on that platform, and that's a beautiful response from Doorstop, and that's the lead I was looking for in this game 5.
And the crowd erupts with that one too. The heart is with the Midwestern here too, not too far from Cincinnati, are we right now? But Wrath does not care about that. Still putting on.
The spacing from Wrath has been immaculate. Doorstop can't seem to get these hitboxes are so close to KOing, but instead I think that is going to be it for Doorstop. Wrath able to convert into that.
And in a crazy reverse 3-0, Wrath defeated Doorstop in a close Game 5 set, moving on into losers quarters and eliminating Doorstop at 7th as the 16th seed. Before we can catch up with Wrath and Shattuck's losers runs, we have to take a stop up into winner's side to look at winner's semifinals, those sets being Pocket versus Icy Mist and Mr. E versus Syrup. Let's take a look at Syrup and Mr. E first. Syrup, who you may actually know for playing their old main Ness, came into the event as the 11th seed, starting off the weekend by getting through Phase 1 and Phase 2 pools, dropping only one game to Gummy and notably defeating fellow Steve main and winner of doubles alongside Pocket, Soar, in order to make top 32. Once there, Syrup defeated Rydra, hot off of upsetting Louis Money, 3-0, before getting a close Game 5 set win over Lucky to make top 8 winner's side. Mr. E came into the event as the 15th seed, starting off the weekend by sweeping pools without dropping a game, the only player we've covered thus far to do so, notably defeating C. Caleb and Ned to make top 32. Once there, Mr. E defeated Black Twins 13, 3-1, and Suspect in a close Game 5 set to make top 8 winner's side to go up against Syrup.
Every single game you play.
Yeah, at least let the opponent think about it. Put that on their mind so they can maybe throw a few more shields up. But nevertheless, though, that shield from Mr. E was not up long enough to avoid that forward.
If you're Mr. E, you need to find a way in. The minecart being so annoying. Have to get past the anvil, but can't quite find it. Double jumps. Interesting.
Yeah, wanted to maybe clank with Syrup there too, but got under the block too far.
Honestly, with the way this working right now, Syrup, like, I don't care what stage you pick you up. You ran right into that block. How you like that one, huh? Wish you could jump a little bit higher. If you thought you was Jordan, mix up bad.
The run off here too. Love the dip on the Elytra. Finally going to find that there, but 151 on this final stock. Any hit will do it at this point, even from a wood back air mid-stage. It is a fresh move. We will find.
Again. Oh man, thankfully Mr. E able to get back to the stage, but clanks with that minecart, eats it as well, and now it's like, well, I don't really know. Oh my gosh, got red on the roll with the up smash. Mr. E coming down to potentially his time.
Oh, gonna get hit by the end, even if we try to clank with forward air. Oh, waiting for the roll on platform there. What an up smash for sure. Jumped away and called out. And that is a 3-0 for Syrup, making it into winners.
And in the end, Syrup defeated Mr. E 3-0, moving into winners finals and sending Mr. E down into losers to face Wrath. But before we see that, we have to take a look at the other side of winners semis, Pocket versus Icy Mist. Icy Mist came into the event as the 9th seed, starting off the weekend by getting through pools, dropping games to Poison Jam, and in a close Game 5 set win over Jja to make top 32. Once there, Icy Mist would win her first set against Shattuck in a reverse 3-0, before next defeating Doorstop 3-1 to make top 8 winner's side. Pocket, aka Onin, came into the event as the 4th seed, starting off the weekend by getting through Phase 1 and Phase 2 pools, dropping a game to Butterkicks and having a close Game 5 set with Danny to make top 32. Once there, Pocket defeated Omega in a close Game 5 set, as well as Wrath 3-1 to make top 8 winner's side versus Icy Mist.
Reversal because of the minecart. It's such a pesky move to deal with.
Oh, that blocked charge shot and let Pocket go forward with the deeper punish. What ended it through? Oh, we're dropping an anvil. We're going deep for it here too. We have a minecart to go. We are so far out there. Icy Mist just trying to knock on some damage before going out in that game.
I'm ambitious with that up smash, I will say, but doesn't lose the stock for it, so all things considered, it's worth.
Looking for the roll-away read. Nashtag will take a stock for Pocket. We have life in this game too. Rinse and repeat. Pocket's going to run the same thing if it's going to work. Shield pressure or damage, we'll take all of it. Oh! The down smash canceled. Able to get the jump at perfect height there for the back air.
And in the end, Pocket defeated Icy Mist 3-0, making it into winners finals and sending Icy Mist down into losers quarters to face off against Shattuck. However, instead of that set, we'll be starting by taking a look at the other side of losers quarters, Mr. E versus Wrath.
Another forward up off that ledge. I got to give it to Mystery, just being so mindful of where Wrath is at every point in time at that ledge, because they know that Wrath's calling card here is not to go off stage anymore, it's to trap at the ledge. There's the spring. Yes, yes, and when I know that the percent is certainly guaranteed, when I know my win condition, then I'm going to get out there and punish something on the horizon. But wait a minute. Nice. Another forward air. Back here to line it up. Doesn't get anything, and another forward air off stage. Wrath dishing out the butt kicking. Nice, there's the spring early on the up B, but no punishment. I can't say they're going to let them come back to the ledge that way twice.
I love that shield poke, okay? You thought that you were safe. Now, if we didn't pay attention, that little bit of...
Awfully safe. They're going to toss a couple of those out, but that F tilt, though, just kind of the bane of a lot of players' existence here this weekend. When Wrath tosses out that F tilt at the ledge, that means that they are very comfortable and at home. But I tell you what, I tell you who ain't at home anymore, and that's Mr. E right here in this match.
And in the end, Wrath defeated Mr. E 3-0, moving into loser semis and eliminating Mr. E at 5th place. It's now time for us to take a look at the other side of losers quarters, the run back between Icy Mist and Shattuck.
Forward air over, that fastball will catch the final few hits of forward air. Oh no!
You hate to see it happen. The unfortunate Make-A-Wish Foundation stop from Shattuck is going to be a bummer, but responds immediately with that bombs here. Can you get back on the stage? Good shield, but still getting forced off. And again, Script getting caught by the only partially charged charge shot. It's
the hesitation station. We are taking all the time we need. Oh, what a read. Going to get to kill. Shattuck came out swinging in this game, too. Took him barely off his mark. Ooh, waiting for it, too. Real respect from Shattuck on Icy Mist's ledge option there. You know, shit.
I'm done. Anyway. Down throw coming out from Shattuck. Tries to get that neutral special as well. And the instant pin hits so low. But let's try again with the instant pin. This is going to be a send-off stage as well. Wow, grab release into jump instant pin.
Damage good. That suit is starting to show cracks. Oh, Dragon Fang shot from deep. Puts Shattuck up 2-1 in that swing game 3. Way the shield up, the grab whip. Oh, the pin got caught on the platform. But screw attack up will take the stock. Icy Mist holding on to a fragile lead here. And as I say that, we go into final stock. Icy Mist, I'm there too, as Icy Mist tried to approach that ledge even closer. But we're just gonna rinse and repeat on the other side, but from the middle of the stage. Charge shot takes us to game 5.
You find yourself trailing behind by a pretty large percent deficit here as Icy Mist is looking to go ahead and bring this to a dub. That is going to be the first stop taken by a massive kick from Samson.
And the small charge shots fly. Gotta get back here. Oh, okay, the jump would have been scouted and killed for there.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Too many attempts, letting go, regrabs. You're gonna be not intangible on the way up.
And in the end, Icy Mist defeated Shattuck in yet another Game 5 set, moving into losers quarters and eliminating Shattuck at 5th. It was now time for Icy Mist to move up into losers semifinals to go up against Wrath.
Very dangerous character, but wait a minute, Wrath's starting to figure some things out here. Gonna go for the spring, doesn't get anything off it. Forward air for the coverage. I don't got options.
Oh, that was definitely a little bit of a fumble of those Smart uses the homing attack to mix up and lands right, unfortunately, on the target. My man really played baseball there, okay?
Wow, playing ball and getting a home run is Icy Mist. Beat Icy Mist to the swing on getting back towards the ledge, but Icy Mist having the right presence of mind to look for the right option. But wait a minute, came through to give Sonic the Hedgehog a hug and got tossed off the stage.
Wrath has been so much better here in the second half of this game. The agency up smash. I don't think it does actually kill. The little bit of charge with a lot of rage is going to seal that game 2 for Wrath.
Like a charge cancel is just not enough. When Wrath has the lead, charge cancels only work when the opponent's approaching. I don't have to approach more because I'm winning. You have to mix it up. But old reliable, no mix-up needed is the back air off.
Shorter Sonic in this game is going to kill off the side. So you already know that the next move is probably going to come in. But as I'm saying that, you know, commentators curse, why not kill off the top?
Hey, you know what a commentator curse is for one player?
Right in front of you on the top, landing with the Nair, which is going to set up into so much more. We're going even deeper, the fair off stage. I'm not sure if Icy Mist has kept her jump. Finding the fair, the nose is sticking out. Be ready. because it's stinky up in here.
You got to be prepared. There's a dash attack to close out once more, but certainly has quite, I'll tell you what, I mean, that might be what it says on paper, but it doesn't look like it with the efficiency that Wrath is bringing to the table. I mean, the KO options are present. Icing is already up for the fist bump. Going to drop respectfully. Wrath is certainly going to move on, but wow, did not.
And ultimately, Wrath defeated Icy Mist 3-1, moving into Losers Finals and eliminating Icy Mist at 4th place. A phenomenal placement for the now certified best Samus in NA. For us to see who Wrath would have to fight in Losers Finals, we have to take a look up at Winners Finals, Pocket versus Syrup.
Seen it yet here, but I'd imagine it's most certainly in the back of your head right now. Speaking of things in the back of your head, there's another back here. Pocket right now just feels like an execution machine, but same can be said for Syrup. It's getting sticky right now, and the job ain't done just yet.
Hey, yo!
And right now, Michigan certainly on the side of Pocket right here. Curious to see what they're going to do to turn this around. But wait a minute. If there's a will, there's most certainly a way. And it goes back to what I talked about before in the mirror match that they played. Yes, limited to you. Pocket, oh yeah, we both slided back into the DMs. We out of here.
Yeah, we going back. We're reversing, okay? You talked about Roko before, but my man reversed. Make sure that this man is down and is out.
No, when they get the right set of tools in their kit, moves start to come out a little faster. Things start to become a bit stronger.
Hey,
and anvil from the other side of the universe at the ledge. Pocket said, I'm unbothered.
A situation and a house is being built. Another down there into the back air. Not the best DI, but when you got Diamond, I don't think it matters.
But hey, look, I tell you, when you got Diamond, whoa, Mike, the tricks are present here.
I love this game, okay? Steve is really interested. Can your character do that? I don't think so. I don't think so. If you can't beat Steve, there's your answer right there.
That's right.
If you can't beat him, you join him, and you have a good time. Except for flying back home to turf. We're back in town, going past customs. You are not through, man. Go back home and try again next time.
Good Lord, that's right. Building up the wall, and unfortunately, okay, there's up to nothing. Oh my God, another car. I'm smelling another game. I think that's what that smell is. Yeah, I think I'm correct. We're going to game 5. Pocket said, I'm chilling right now, homie. Michigan coming alive for their hometown hero.
I need to build that momentum and find his power on the rising part after such a long string, and Syrup has the lead. This is actually one of the first times we've seen this. We need it eventually, with not too much here at risk. I mean, 82, we know the path.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh!
Well, okay.
Looney Tunes! Whoop-wee! Like that sound effect really just came.
And in an impressive upset, Syrup defeated Pocket in a close Game 5 set, moving into Grand Finals winner's side and sending Pocket down into Losers Finals to face off against Wrath yet again in the runback.
You don't want to be on the receiving end of any of this. No downer this time. That right there spelled trouble for Wrath the last time they played.
And I want to see a little bit more of like some Sonic 2-3 platforming, okay, action, because this is not going to be about how to hit Steve on the clock. Try getting his up air, but went a little bit too high and knock him out, stall the time just a little more, and tried to get the up smash on the shield, but let me tell you, that Diamond just way too powerful and quick.
Diamond is just too powerful right there in that match. Not a little bit, looking to disengage a bit more, but again, does have Diamond on deck.
Oh, you had Diamond, but there you go, knocking it out. I need a new shovel, so I need you to just kind of leave the stage, please. Thank you so much.
To bring yourself back into this, 46% right now, no cardigan.
Yeah, 75 frames of lag.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's the actual number, actually, and I've been playing this game for
Of course, certainly a virtue here. Back
Oh my
yes,
gosh!
good things come to those who wait. I knew you were going to show your hand. An up smash, marking the spot. That was one of those up smash misses that they definitely wanted to make sure that they were able to capture and not rinse and repeat from what we've seen in that last game. Up throw though, there it is.
Maybe the plan that he wanted, but you might not get that up smash up in time again. Sonic's move starts so slow, and that's why Air Matches might be faster than Sonic in this case.
And in the end, Pocket defeated Wrath 3-0, moving back up into Grand Finals and eliminating Wrath at 3rd. It was now time for us to take a look at Grand Finals, the runback between Pocket and Syrup, the battle of the Steves. And I'm just going to be frank with you all, I think Steve Dittos are pretty funny. They're kind of like Kazuya Dittos. And looking at this set through that lens, let's take a look to see who would become your champion of the Big House 11.
We'll be here a while, right, friend?
Hey guys, I mean, this was quite the set. The whole crowd loved it, so hopefully we're gonna love it just as much in the
Grand Finals. We've just seen it in Melee. You can most certainly see it over here in Ultimate. Okay,
okay! Pocket favoring from that display. You got a plane versus a company you thought you were playing. All the correct answers. You unfortunately just had the wrong equation. A little bit off on that.
Christian getting back to the stage uncontested, but now trying to get a little taste of his own medicine with that down smash. And in that case right there, the back air. No access back to the stage and no access to me. I'm in my room and I need to...
Every single time, just like there, again, even with the cart play, this has been a consistent habit and pattern from the side of Pocket. And Syrup is here to let you know, you better start changing those habits.
That's right, you better change.
From the corners and that amazing tech 2 protecting you in your home. And unfortunately, there's just no more walls to keep you going.
To succeed, that is the million-dollar question. The card's starting to come through in a big way. There's Anvil, not again! And the KO loves the frame trap right there for Pocket. I cannot stress enough how important it is to
showcasing so many new tricks, right? Some of these I haven't seen. Pocket just not fighting. He's not falling for any of it. His eyes are peeled. He's using his knowledge on this character, understanding where things are going. Down is where you are going indeed. I mean,
I'm actually going for the spike there that time. Smart gameplay and the adjustments certainly on the fly for sure, but not entirely where they need to be 100%. Courtesy of Pocket right now. Whoa, and we are in the reset. Well,
my goodness gracious, the crowd goes wild as the bracket resets on the side of Pocket, looking amazing.
This ain't looking. We'll see how this one goes. Still gonna have to adjust. I think they've been, so used to people having to play their game. We've seen it even in the other Steve Mirror earlier bracket when they've now not a lot of space, but it's still a room nonetheless. What is he living in New York right now? We'll take it. There's that smash. Bye.
Back to New Jersey you go. Never more in it. Come back with these attacks that are just completely putting you at disadvantage and out of the arena. See ya later. Syrup bouncing back strong here on the reset game 1.
That's right. This is the course put on a master class of how to get the lead and most importantly how to maintain the lead. Up smash center stage. There will be no jumping in on me. I'm going to shut this one down. Okay, hold up a minute. Great air dodge, but still eating another aerial. Hold up.
You're out. There's no way you are surviving that. Honestly, I kind of held my breath a little bit because you're not really sure where the heck the Syrup once again. I mean, in the blink of an eye, we were having such a great conversation, and it just doesn't matter because Syrup during that entire time not only brought it back, but extended the lead, and now has an entire...
And a couple blocks right there just for good measure.
Wow! Hey, yo!
Wow!
You jump, I go under you. That's been the pattern. Pocket jumps, I'm going right under, but the fact...
But hey, with the way that last match wrapped up, I don't blame him. The parry game has been real, but you can't parry in the air. Set Pocket. Strong lead, 100 right there. Things get kind of wacky.
Gracious! Everybody, hold on! It's gonna be a bumpy ride!
We're going to Game 5. Michigan comes alive. Jesus Christ in the front row holding that giant Joy-Con. He's had to come out of heaven right here just to see how...
Tools that Pokemon Stadium can use, but let me fight you back the way you fit me, show you how much it hurts.
That's right. Anything you can do, I can potentially do better if pilot it properly. Pocket right now looking. I'm in the kitchen. Wait a darn old minute. Wait a minute. Putting the block in. Yeah, phase. And yes, it's getting wacky at the left. Pocket one stock away from being our big house 11. Of course, staying on top of those blocks, that is not where you need to be. Please get back onto center stage despite you want to anti at the other side. My goodness. And Pocket holding it down for Michigan is your big house 11 grand final champion.
The hug between the two Steve enthusiasts. What a show.
And ultimately, Pocket won Grands 3-1 and then won the reset in a close Game 5 set, eliminating Syrup at second place and becoming your champion of the Big House 11. Now, let me address the elephant in the venue once again. Lots of people are going to debate at length in the comments of this very video about Steve or Sonic or Samus and whether or not Steve should be banned. I can't stop you from doing that, but let me ask you all once again to keep the discussion civil. And for all of you who hate Steve, and for those of you who don't, I want to do something different here than normal and play Pocket's post-win interview for you all. I think what Pocket says is very reasonable, mature for his age, and is something I think everyone should hear when it comes to the Steve debate.
Michigan in your soul and on your back. How you feeling?
I'm actually the first Michigan player to ever win a big house apparently, which I just learned. I guess I'm not surprised. But,
okay.
That's pretty cool though. Being from this state. I don't think Wrath was good. Shiny Mark actually sent me a lot of notes
really
before my Wrath set.
Shout out to Shiny Mark.
Yeah, Shiny Mark. Thank you so much for that. I was so nervous for Wrath. Was the one person I was the most nervous for this weekend.
Sure.
I'm like kind of bad at the Steve Ditto, honestly.
Okay, I was going to ask because you played it pretty well before, but you know this one, this is syrup, you know, and I don't know exactly how long that they've been playing Steve. That one actually threw me off. I was like, whoa. I thought he was the Ness guy. He's the Steve guy now. How is Pocket going to play in the matchup to succeed? Now let me ask you this really quick. Now, I thought it was Onin coming into this, but now it's Pocket. Why we changing the name? Is it you're doing like the Prince thing, like the artist formerly known as? Like what's going on?
Okay, so before Onin, I was a little Wi-Fi warrior. I was like, I was the biggest Wi-Fi warrior ever.
Nothing wrong with that.
8 hours a day on Wi-Fi.
Oh, whoa.
My tag was Pocket during the COVID era. So as soon as offline came back, I changed it to Onin. And I was like, dude, like, I feel like I'm not good anymore. I need to go back to my roots, relearn everything, and then when I'm good again, I can go back to Onin. So I was like, at the end of the year, I'll go back to Onin, but until then, I'm going back to my roots.
Hey, well, you know, you had it really. So really quick, you know, before we get up out of here, let's talk a little bit of trash. You know what I'm saying? I've seen all the talk on Twitter. Look, I'm an old man, so I try to stay off of Twitter. I'm not here for the thumb thugging. I'm not here to be a finger fugitive anymore. Those days are behind me. But I've seen a lot of the young players, though, like, yo, Steve this, Steve that. There's even some people out there trying to discredit this W. What do you got to say to them out there? And talk it, all right?
Like, Steve, okay, I'm not going to hide it. Steve is the best character in the game.
Boom.
But you don't really just pick him up and win. I feel like there is definitely a learning curve to him. But I don't know. Everyone talking. I don't care if you have Steve banned in your region. I don't care if your tournament bans Steve.
Sure.
If he's banned, I don't go. If he's not banned, I go. I don't like.
That's just that simple.
I don't lose sleep on it. Honestly, I just wish we had like a unified decision at this point. Because arguing on it is like so, like it's such a waste of time. Dude.
Yeah.
Like I've seen dumb arguments. I don't really talk about it much on Twitter. Like I'll respond to a couple that I think are like really stupid.
Yeah.
But like some of these arguments are like, oh, dude, they give me headaches.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're talking trash. Right? I need, dude. If I see another Booker tweet, like, oh my god, every Booker Steve tweet I see, like I feel like I'm getting stupider and stupider, dude. I'm losing knowledge. I love him. He's a cool guy.
Great guy.
Great guy. His opinions on Steve.
Just not really your cup of tea.
They're not there. All right?
Not your cup of tea.
I have friends that are like pro-ban, anti-ban.
Sure.
Yeah, I can be friends with anyone.
That's right.
It's just some arguments just.
You're just like giving a rest at this point, you know.
Please.
Yeah, I mean, because you know you're content with it. You're like, you know, if you know he's banned, you know, I'm not gonna come through. I'll still support you. I might reach you, whatever, you know. And if he isn't, I'll come through in a big way. So
if you want to enjoy your tournament, like, go ahead. It's your tournament. I'm not gonna stop you.
Sure.
Like, I'm not a TO. I don't know. But like, just at least have a good argument for it.
I know that's right. We gotta get up out of here really quick. Go ahead and shout out the people at home, the people watching you. Of course, you got a lot of supporters. Even Jesus Christ was in the front row. I was like, whoa, he came up out of heaven to support you.
That's going to be it for today's video. Before I go, shout out to my patrons Seth Laster and Farskull333, and my YouTube members Stormtrooper, Loco Soco, Mattoon, Robopoke, Diarrhea, D-Tier Jr., Defective, Neo, and my Tier 2 members Mike G and Wu-Tang Forever. Tomorrow, I'll be covering the Japanese Tournament Wave Champions number 5, but until then, I've been Mr. Mice, and thank you all so much for watching.